All right, everybody, welcome to HRH TV. I'm still Gino D, and I have the pleasure of welcoming back an old friend of mine, not old in that respect, but a longtime friend of mine, Hrh Nwobhm from Stampede. Rube, welcome to the show.
Good to meet you, man.
Good to see you again.
Yeah.
So how's life been treating you?
Pretty good. I've been, last couple of years, been doing this solo project thing with Personal Sin, and we did an album, and we're just completing another one.
Yeah.
And we've got enough material for another Stampede one. It's just finding everybody's time to do it, and it's not the same as it used to be when you do it every day of your life.
Yeah. So my advice to the rest of the band is, guys, make time, because I want the next album.
No, well, it's great fun, and you know, it was really good to be invited to do this, and we're getting to play 30-year-old songs, and we thought, when we went into the rehearsal room a few weeks back, we wondered what it was going to sound like, but they're actually really enjoyable to play. Yeah. And it just took us back, and it's a great thing to do. Yeah. So glad we're here.
And I can't wait to see you guys again tonight. A lot of people have asked me, well, who are you here for? And I said, well, it's Stampede, you know.
He's a liar, isn't he?
No. Still, you know, there's that one album that's still, like I said, it was a Southern rock album that never got the credit it deserved, but it's still one of my favorite albums, you know.
Well, it was. Were you talking about the live one?
I'm talking, you know, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were really sort of quite worried when Polydor said we're going to record that and put that out as your first album, because no band wants their first album to be a live one.
Yeah.
And we did it, and then when we went into the studio to do Hurricane Town, we really couldn't get that energy that we had back on that live stage.
Yeah.
And you know, but yeah, it kind of worked out all right. But I always think, and we got a couple of tracks on an album released by Bristol Archives Records, and it's called the Bristol Heavy Rock Explosion. Yeah. So Latrek's on there with Shoot Out the Light. No, Mean Gasoline. Yeah. And then we've got Stampede later with Shadows of the Night. But the guy said there, you know, he was at Reading, and he said, you were one of the first bands that actually started lifting things up. But it was a funny thing that happened, because we'd just got this new drummer, and Eddie Parsons. Frank Noon had left, and he'd literally only had about 2 weeks rehearsal, and he was never played on a big stage, and he got up on this massive drum riser, and I worked everything out to exactly 45 minutes, and because that's what we got, and he had a clock on the stage. Yeah. And he just went into the first song, and it was breakneck speed, and we did the whole set. That's, you know, like that. Yeah. And I think he must have been doing something to be able to keep that up. But and we finished 4 minutes early. Yeah. And because it was that quick, and that's why there was that much. It was his nervousness. Yeah.
But sometimes that energy is, you know, is when it's live, it's hard to capture in the studio. But you know, like I said, you know, to be doing it as long as what you have, but you still act like a 16-year-old every time I see you on a stage. Is that your secret to longevity? Enjoying what you're doing?
Not really. I mean, I'm just do what I do. I mean, it's as long as you're enjoying doing it, then I suppose it shows. It's when you just don't want to do it anymore, then there's no point in doing it. But you know, we've got all these things going on. All the guys in the band. I mean, obviously I'm the oldest one, but I mean, they're just all great. Everybody's really into what they do. We obviously don't do it for the money anymore, and well, not that there was any money in it in the first place, but we just enjoy getting together, playing, and that's it. So as long as that goes on, you might as well just keep doing it.
And on that note, all I can say is I'm glad to see you here, and I hope to see you 10 years down the road. I'm still Gino D. This is still Hrh Nwobhm from Stampede. Thanks for watching HRH TV, and we'll see you later on down the road. Cheers.